Hi, everyone. I'm Kristen Messerly of Cultural Outreach, and I'm super excited to be interviewing George Baker, who is the founder of Talkuments. And I'm actually thrilled to know about your company as well. We're always talking about the need to better educate consumers and really to provide that in the language that they feel most comfortable. So, George, why don't we just kick this off by you telling us a little bit about what Talkuments is and kind of the mission behind what you do?
By definition, maybe this is the quickest way of saying it. What Talkuments is a multilingual, digital, step-by-step home loan guide. And what we simply do is we provide clarity to a process that many folks simply don't understand. And we do it in concert with the loan originator. And that's a very, very important thing to do as we know, the disclosures are difficult to understand and financial literacy is just not there, that type of thing.
Yeah, well, that is so closely aligned, as you know, with our mission at Cultural Outreach and really what we're doing with National MI to better empower loan officers and lenders to educate their consumers and create a better customer experience. So with your expertise, wanted you to share a little bit on why do you think explaining disclosures and the loan process is important for LOs to grow their business? So from like a
Well,
business standpoint.
yeah, it's all about one key phrase, and that's competitive differentiation. So as we all know, the mortgage industry has an opaque disclosure process. We provide up to 150 pieces of paper to loan applicants, many laced with legalese, that folks simply just don't understand. Kristen, I think you were the one that said, and I'm going to quote you, that mortgage disclosures command a financial literacy rate that's far above that of a normal consumer. So when you take that particular aspect of mortgage lending and you combine it with the fact that mortgage applicants typically speak mortgage a few times in their lifetime, it's not that often, you really can zero in on the importance of loan originator education. It's important for LOs to explain mortgage terms, the mortgage process, mortgage products, and costs and disclosures. And without LOs explaining it, the system just doesn't work. So this being true, those LOs who can communicate more effectively, those LOs who have the ability to transfer knowledge and education effectively to loan applicants, and of course, if they do it with technology like ours, which is a multilingual digital technology, and they combine their human capacity with our technology, you really are creating a tremendous edge with respect to competition. Look, it's always been my belief as a mortgage banker that borrowers care about what they're signing. We simply just have not provided tools that allow them to truly understand what they're signing on an automated basis. And what they really want, and this is very important in any sales process, is trust. And most importantly, when they get to the settlement table, what they want is to receive what they expect. So digital technology, along with human tutorials, truly provides that particular objective. And information technology like Talkuments does something that I think is very special. It really changes the industry structure. So think about point of sale technology and how that changed our industry structure. By providing automated, multilingual, step-by-step digital home loan guides, it does the same thing. It really does change the industry structure. And in the way that it changes the structure, it alters the rules of competition. So what we do for loan officers that use our particular system is that we create competitive advantages. And these competitive advantages are for loan originators to outperform their rivals. It's really that simple.
Mhm. Yeah, I think it's crazy thinking back to my experience when I first bought a home about 10 years ago. And I remember just signing the disclosures at the closing table thinking, hope it's all good. I have no idea what I'm signing here. And that was, after regulations were put in place. And I think, yeah, and even now I'm looking at buying a home and I was working with a loan officer that didn't have a POS at first. And I actually left working with them because I thought this is a confusing process. And if I don't have something that actually guides me through this, I don't want to work with someone that I don't feel comfortable with the process. So anyway, financial literacy and education, I think, is so key to business growth. So that brings me to another question that maybe you've kind of already answered here, but how does financial literacy itself help increase loan volume for lenders?
Well, lenders and loan originators who choose to use differentiating multilingual educational financial literacy technology, again, along with human tools to serve the diverse learning and comprehension needs of borrowers, and most importantly, specific to that borrower's needs and objectives. I believe it creates leads. I know it does because I've been there and I've done that. It creates referrals, it creates business development initiatives, and all of this leads to more closings. So we all know this. Financial literacy is not taught today. It's a shame, but it's not taught today. And it's vital to empower borrowers to make smart financial decisions. Financial literacy is required to manage money and to create financial stability. Financial literacy is required, and it's the center of all the decisions associated with money, with savings, with investments, and with debt. So it's my opinion that lenders who actually take the time to invest in financial literacy technology as a complement to their mortgage services, they do this for the betterment of loan applicants. And I know, because I've experienced it, they will be rewarded for doing this. After all, and we know this, this is the most interesting part about the mortgage business. Disclosures that nobody understands, reliance almost entirely on LOs for information. And this is all associated with the largest financial transaction that most of us have. So, financial literacy is extraordinarily important. And those who can harness, again, the ability to provide this extra push, this extra benefit to loan applicants, I mean, it's a big reward at the end. It truly is.
Definitely. And I think, you're touching on this idea of technology and human interaction. And I think we're putting together a webinar in March with National MI on staying ahead of the curve, digital trends, and all that kind of stuff. And I think one of the things that a lot of lenders and loan officers miss the mark on is either going completely in one direction or the other. And I think it's so important from a financial literacy and trust building standpoint to leverage technology to build trust with the consumer, but it also allows you to free yourself up to be the consultant and advisor through that process. So
Right. Right.
in your experience, I mean, you've experienced things from the lender side and the technology side. Are there any tips that you would share in thinking about marketing to today's consumers?
Well, I would. So we all know that we're in the day today where everything starts with an internet search. So those lenders who prosper are the ones who market to loan prospects and get to loan prospects and turn them into loan applicants prior to others doing so. So that means that lenders truly need to keep up with consumer trends, and they need to keep up with consumer expectations to market effectively. And in my opinion, as they market, they have to offer something that's of unique value to catch a person's attention and to differentiate themselves from their competitors. I'll give you a brief example. So Quicken Loans, understanding that the consumers perceived getting a mortgage to be a hassle, a loathsome process, a lot of questions, they came up with the concept that they branded called Rocket Mortgage. So for consumers, what that meant was that, oh, Quicken Loans can approve loans quickly. I don't have to go through this arduous process. Now, we all know that all of us lenders can approve loans quickly. But what Rocket Mortgage did was really effective. They branded approving loans quickly to them. So, and it will always be with them. That's always Rocket Mortgage. So as you look to market to people, you're always looking to try to come up with something that makes you a little bit different and a little bit unique. And I think that's very important. Now, the problem with us, the problem with mortgage bankers is that we're a regulated bunch. And because we're regulated, we really don't strive for a great deal of innovation because we're cautious and we're risk adverse. And I come across many lenders who look at me and simply say, George, the system's not broken. We've always done it this way. And to me, that's the most arcane saying that a mortgage lender in today's day could ever come up with, because history is replete with failed industries that didn't keep up with consumer trends and didn't keep up with consumer expectations. So what we know, which is obvious, is that consumers are tech savvy. They don't speak paper. They speak digital. We don't offer digital, but that's what they speak. They want mobile. They want ease of use. They want instant gratification. They want instant knowledge, and they want transactional clarity. And in my opinion, they want languages. Demographics in the United States are changing. Think about this. The, the mortgage industry, which is a trillion-plus industry, does not have any way of providing automated language resources. Now, there's a wide variety of reasons for that, but that just shouldn't be. It really, truly shouldn't be. So smart lenders recognize that the future is all about trying to provide these digital tools and trying to market to loan applicants who speak languages other than English, free of regulatory liability, which is certainly one of the benefits of Talkuments, and we provide them with that ability. But I think the message here, which is truly important with respect to marketing to consumers, is that to do it effectively, we have to offer to consumers what they want, not what we provide. And the mortgage industry is more in that latter category. We offer what we provide. And we really need to take a look at other industries and understand that things are changing. And those who look to provide information to consumers that they want will certainly prosper from
I love it. That's great advice. And thank you so much for sharing your expertise. And it's just been great talking with you.
it. Thank you. Thank you very much.